branch going on strike. How can you tell? And it wasn't a government shutdown. It was an executive branch shutdown. Obama took his marbles and went home, which left me kind of confused, because if it was an executive branch shutdown and it was his executive branch and he shut it down, why was he on TV talking every day? By the time it was over, I didn't care about a government shutdown. I just wanted a government shut up. And again, I got the message, declined. Now, enough nonsense. As somebody who lives in Los Angeles among a bunch of leftist basket cases, let me tell you what an honor and a privilege it is to be among so many of my fellow gun-toting, Bible-thumping, flag-waving, tax-hating, freedom-loving, patriotic Americans who are going to take back this country and send Hillary Clinton and Barack Obama to the nursing home where they belong. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's do this. This is doable. Now that Comey's gone, it is absolutely doable. Now, people are going to argue with you. You're going to say, why did Trump fire Comey? Now, here's the answer Trump should give. Because here's the answer I would give if I were Trump. The reason why, it's a very deep reason. The reason why I fired Comey is because I can, and I felt like it, and I'm in charge, and you're not. And if you don't like it, win an election and sit in this chair. Okay? None of this politeness. We don't owe them an explanation. It's like, well, Mr. Trump, you said you were going to have breakfast at 9 in the morning, and you waited till 11 in the morning. We understand you have a right to eat, but the timing of it is just suspicious. Okay? It's getting ridiculous. Don't argue with these people. The way to end the discussion is say, we don't care. You can yell and scream. We are going to govern. We can't hear you. We're busy governing. And just give them the message that will kill them. You don't matter. And that's it, because that's the message they gave us in 2009. Don't even give their arguments any credence. I'm not going to spend time talking about Obama and Hillary for the most part today, because right now Barack Obama is having a meltdown. He's in the park arguing with park benches and declaring the pigeons are racist. Okay? Let him just have his temper tantrums. And I'm not going to spend time talking about Hillary Clinton, because I only discuss people who are relevant. Now, they're going to argue about the election, so here is why Hillary Clinton lost the election. It's very complicated, so for you to explain it to people, it usually takes me an hour, but I'm going to chop out about 59 3/4 minutes, okay? This is the explanation. Hillary Clinton lost because she looked, acted, and sounded like Hillary Clinton. That's it. She was herself, okay? People looked at her and said, wow, she's kind of like Lady Macbeth, except less ethical. Okay? People looked at Hillary Clinton and said, you know, she's kind of like Joan Crawford in Mommy Dearest, except less pleasant.
No more wire hangers.
And had she won the election, she'd be chasing after you going, no more wire hangers. And when Hillary Clinton said, I'm prepared to be president, at that moment, her new nickname became Preparation Hillary, or Preparation H for short.
Yeah.
And the reason why she did not want anybody to see her emails is because she did not want anybody to know about Bill Clinton's eHarmony profile. I'm sorry, did I say eHarmony? I meant Ashley Madison or Tinder.
Yeah, there you go.
So, bottom line, you know things are warped when Bill Clinton is going, wow, Anthony Weiner's kind of creepy. So, that's how far they've lowered the bar. So ignore these people. Who cares? You know, if Barack Obama, the one mistake we don't want to make, don't reflexively criticize everything Obama does. Who cares? He's out of office. If Barack Obama wants to be paid $400,000 to explain how to destroy shareholder wealth by $400,000, let him. Okay? If people want to waste their money, it's not taxpayer dollars. If liberals are dumb enough to give their money to Hillary Clinton's new money laundering operation, let them. Not $1 of money that Hillary Clinton raises is ever going to see a single cause not directly related to Hillary Clinton. So if the Democrats want to give her money instead of spending it on candidates, let them. In fact, put a donation button to Hillary's PAC on your own sites, knowing that no conservative is going to donate anyway, and let liberals waste their money. Just have fun with it. Now, my message for the next few years is two things. don't make the same mistakes we've made in the past. And going into the 2018 election, which really is just around the corner, I'm going to give the same message I gave in 2014, the same message I gave in 2016. The way to win elections, it's not about Republican, Democrat, it's not about conservative, liberal. It's about two factions, normal America and basket case America. That's it. So what is basket case America? It's running around screaming, yelling, Code Black, Occupy Pink, Blue Smurf Lives Matter, or whatever they're yelling on any given day, okay? If you need to communicate, and your slogan is Molotov Cocktails Matter, okay? And for the recovering alcoholics, Molotov Mocktails Matter, okay? Then you are not sane, okay? Burning down buildings is not diversity and multiculturalism. Now, if they're burning down their own buildings, let them. If it's a Republican-owned building, call the fire department. But normal America, reasonable people want to hear from other reasonable people. So when Donald Trump says, I'm going to put you back to work, and Hillary Clinton says, well, I'm going to put you out of work, okay? Normal, basket case. And when your party is led by Liz Warren, and it's led by Keith Ellison, okay? When your leader is somebody who at any moment can potentially yell Allah Akbar and self-detonate, and someone says, well, wait, you can't say that about Keith Ellison. I'm like, hell, I was talking about Liz Warren. So, you know, these are their leaders. Let them go over the cliff of sanity, okay? Because what the Democrats got right in 1992, and they haven't learned since, is Bill Clinton, James Carville, and Ed Rendell took all the liberals, grabbed them by the throat, and said, you will shut up until after the election, you will act normal. And for some, and they said, you don't have to be normal, just act normal, okay? But now, they've abandoned that. Their causes are like lesbian vegans for Libya, or, you know, plus-size Palestinian potheads, okay? Every week, it's a different protest. Don't get mad at their protests. When they have those protests, remember, the New York Times, the LA Times, Washington Post, ignore them, okay? 12 people watch MSNBC, and 8 of them are conservatives doing opposition research, okay? Normal America is not listening to these people, so all you have to do is be reasonable by comparison. Let them yell and scream, let them have their temper tantrums. Now, I would be remiss if I did not point out one of the reasons why we made fun of Obama, okay? It was never about his race. My biggest problem with Barack Obama was that he was a selfie-taking pajama boy metrosexual who made Phil Donahue seem like Rambo, okay? Barack Obama, think about it. This is a guy, he bowled a 37, can't skeet shoot, 2 for 22 in basketball, it's on video, 0 for 5 in the football to us. Chris Christie had to win him a stuffed animal at the Jersey Shore. And when he threw that baseball on live national television, he was wearing mom jeans. You cannot be the leader of the free world when you're only the 6th most powerful person in your own household. Barack Obama is so feminized that he has secret meetings on the corner with Al Gore, where he says, hey Al, can you get your dealer to score me some beta blockers? So don't fall into the traps that the left is going to try to set for you. They want you to be seen as racist, sexist, bigoted homophobes who kick puppies and kittens for field goal practice. Don't take the bait, okay? When they come up to you, they're going to set some traps. Here's my rule. If it does not help us govern and advance the conservative agenda, it is not worth publicly talking about. Either it helps us govern or it's an irrelevant topic. So they're going to come up to you with some traps. They're going to say things like, what do you think about Bruce Jenner becoming a woman? It's a trap. It has nothing to do with governing, and no matter how nicely you answer the question, the left will lie about you in their newspaper articles. So, here's how I answer them. I'm delighted that Bruce Jenner became a woman. It gives me hope for America that maybe one day Barack Obama will become a man. And then just move on. Don't get involved in the war on women. It's lost. It's failed. Hillary Clinton was so desperate for a campaign slogan that her last slogan before the election was, vote Hillary because it's been 7 years since we've had a man in the White House. And then just move on, okay? They're going to come up to you and they're going to say, all you care about is Barack Obama's a Muslim. That's all you think about every single day, okay? Like I worry about that stuff. Barack Obama can't be a Muslim. It's physically impossible. Islam requires that you worship a higher power than yourself. Barack Obama's religion is Barack Obama. He can't be a Muslim. Islam has Sharia law where the woman submits to the will of and obeys her husband. What do you think would happen if Barack Obama tried that with Michelle Obama? She would kick his hide 6 ways from Sunday. This is a man so emasculated that every day he had the Secret Service, because he wasn't man enough to do it himself, he'd tell the Secret Service, will you bang on that door and tell Sasha and Malia to stop using all the hot water? Okay? He's just a grumpy, spoiled brat because he can't get his way, because nobody listens to him and nobody respects him. And by the way, as far as his successor, this interscene warfare has to stop. All your fire, train it on the liberals, okay? And I'm saying this as a guy who in the primary, yes, you now met somebody who voted for Jim Gilmore, okay? He made the top 17, okay? He didn't make the top 16, but I was told if I voted for him, I get a free toaster. So I met him. I said, I voted for you. He said, oh, you were the guy who voted for me. Thank you. So, but I said, look, I saw 2 conservatives nearly get into a fight. One of them kept yelling Trump over and over again, and the other one just as defiantly kept yelling no Trump. Let me tell you now, never ever try to break up a fight between 2 80-year-old Jewish ladies playing bridge. You're much better off sticking to politics. It's much safer. So now, here's my attitude towards Mr. Trump. I don't care what Donald Trump says. In conclusion, you missed everything. No. I don't care what Donald Trump says. I care what he does. The reason why I don't care what he says, because half the time we're told he said something, and it's a complete lie anyway. Half the time we're told that he was in a room and he said something, and the reason why we're told he said something is because anonymous sources know somebody who once went bowling with somebody, who has a third cousin with somebody, who once dated somebody who was never in the room but once saw Trump on TV. But it wasn't TV, it was actually a TV show of Celebrity Apprentice, and it wasn't Donald Trump, but it was Arnold Schwarzenegger. That proves that he's guilty, okay? So this is what we're dealing with. So just watch his deeds, because here's what's going to happen in 2020. People, normal America, cares about 2 things. They care about, can I put food on my table? Can I feed my family? That means taxes and jobs, okay? The second thing they care about, am I going to get blown to kingdom come? And by the way, they're against that. So, cut taxes, kill terrorists. If Donald Trump does those 2 things, he wins in a landslide. If he fails to do those 2 things, he gets crushed. So don't worry about all these activists running around and screaming, okay? Nobody cares about climate change. Okay, and by the way, while I was giving that remark, we just had an episode of climate change. I hope you're all okay. Wait, hold on, it just did so again. All right, if anybody needs bubble wrap safe space, I'll be here for you later. So, and another rule, don't ever tell people what they should care about. Ask people what they do care about and show them how the conservative message fits into what matters to them. Because if all somebody cares about is abortion, and you talk for an hour about illegal immigration, their eyes are going to glaze over. Now, one thing we have to be prepared for, we're going to be told to compromise. Here's how it works. When liberals win elections, it's we won, elections have consequences. When conservatives win elections, it's let's come together, let's be bipartisan. Now, every time conservatives move to the middle, whether it's Bush Sr. raising taxes or Arnold Schwarzenegger trying to get along in California, it's like Charlie Brown trying to kick the football. It never works out. Conservatives win when they govern like conservatives. So, the left is going to tell you to compromise. here are some ways we can compromise so that we all get along just fine. Because when a liberal tells a conservative, let's be bipartisan, let's come together, what that liberal is really telling the conservative is, shut up and agree with me. Well, I've got some ways we can start. Let's compromise on illegal immigration. I've got an illegal immigration plan that should unite us all here. And if you hear legally, I don't care what you look like, I love you. Now, whenever I talk illegal immigration, I know a lot of you are enraged about Canadians sneaking into Vermont and Maine, okay? It's out of control, okay? They cheat at hockey and baseball. I'm still bitter about the '93 World Series and Stanley Cup. But here's what I do about the southern border. Take every illegal Hispanic or Latino that's here, all 12 million, and give them total and complete amnesty. Yes, I use the A word. Here's the rest of my plan. For each illegal Hispanic or Latino that you give total amnesty, for each one, you deport one white liberal. That will make both Mexico and the United States more diverse, multicultural nations. Hispanics work hard. When was the last time you saw white liberals do anything? Being a Kennedy Trust Fund brat is a lifestyle. It is not a career. Chelsea Clinton talks about jobs. She's never had a job. Being Chelsea Clinton is a state of being. It is not a state of doing. So here's what I would do with all of these people. Okay? Because you can fix California. Because if you look at who messed up California, none of them are Hispanic. Jerry Brown, Barbara Boxer, Dianne Feinstein, and the Pelosiraptor. Okay? All rich white liberals. So every bad idea in America starts with rich white liberals. You will never get in trouble for bashing rich white liberals. So for the next 3-4 years, everything that goes wrong in society, you are going to attack and blame rich white liberals. That's politics. Only rich white liberals care about climate change. Blacks and Hispanics care about feeding their families and getting to school and work without being shot to death because they live in areas controlled by rich white liberals. Only rich white liberals care about the Washington Redskins name, okay? The only blacks and Hispanics who care about the Redskins are the ones in D.C. who are tired the team keeps losing. They don't care what you call them as long as they go 9-7 and make the playoffs. Blacks and Hispanics do not argue about the price of the salad bar at Sizzler and Golden Corral. They just pay it. And blacks and Hispanics do not walk into a 7-Eleven with a week-old Slurpee cup leaking from the bottom to get a free refill that hits the floor and some innocent, hardworking minority has to clean up the mess by rich white liberals. Which is a metaphor for what minorities do in this country, clean up the messes made by rich white liberals. Okay? So when you have a mess, like when Elijah Cummings says something like, you know, I'm angry at Donald Trump's policies. He's not representing my constituents. Elijah, you're getting your constituents killed. Ram, your constituents are dying on a daily basis. Okay? Liberals are killing liberals. Now, I could be cynical and say, let them, so there'll be fewer liberals in America, but we're good people. We want these people to stop dying. So ask them, what is the thread behind all the problems in this country? Rich, white liberals. So here's how I'd fix California. I would hold a triple L, a lucky Latino lottery. I'd go up to 100 lucky Hispanics, and I would say, forget $15 an hour. We're giving you $100,000 a year. Congratulations, you're now California legislators. Get to work. Because they can't be worse than what we have now. And the only reason my plan has not come to fruition is because when the Mexican government found out they might be getting Nancy Pelosi and Barbara Boxer, Mexico threatened to start building a border fence. And make us pay for it. And they would be right. Let's compromise on gun control. Here's how it works. Liberals favor it, conservatives are against it. Let's be bipartisan. Let's simply take away all the guns from the liberals and give them to us. That way, if there's ever a conflict like Election 2000, we will win because we will have all the guns. Let's compromise on taxes. Left wants higher taxes, the right wants lower taxes. Well, if the left likes socialism and wealth redistribution so much, fine by me. Let's simply take the money from them and give it to us. If they try to stop us, remember my last bullet point, we will have all the guns. Let's compromise on energy. If liberals hate oil and coal so much, let's simply ban liberals from using oil and coal, force them to live in mud huts powered by wind for Barack Obama and Nancy Pelosi's speeches. We can even compromise on social issues. People are like, no, you can't. Yeah.